Hey guys, welcome back to Our Vision Farms. Today I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about composting. This is the first year we've really been focusing on composting and really trying to reuse our scraps as fertilizer and to work the organisms in the soil naturally. So here we got our compost pile. I built this little compost pile out of some strap wood and some nails just so we have something easier that we can turn the compost in. But as you can see, we have all our food scraps, the chicken feathers for when we do the chicken butchering, and all that kind of good stuff. Eggshells is a really good way to put back into your soil and to feed the natural organisms that live there, you know. And the only thing we got to work on now is getting us some worms, and so we can have some fresh worm castings. And along with the compost, I've been doing a lot of research lately and been figuring out ways to use the compost in multiple different ways, and even how to make our own fertilizer. And I came across a process called composting. So it's pretty much where you take your compost and water and some sugar and also some worm castings, and maybe, if you know, some people add other stuff into it to enhance it a little more, some fish emulsion or whatever, and it acts as a natural fertilizer. It's easier, you know, you let it sit for 24 to 34 hours, and it's easier for the plants to uptake the nutrients out of the compost tea because they don't have to wait so long to break it down. And I've been noticing that it's really been pushing our plants. I've started to notice that it also makes the plants a lot more resilient to a lot of different kind of pests, because this year we've been working on our tomatoes and peppers and stuff like that. And I've noticed that our tomatoes, for the first time, has actually been thriving in the area where when we plant anything, it's something always eating it, or they don't really survive because the soil, the sandy soil, don't have the right nutrients and all this kind of stuff. So now we'll take a trip back here to where we have our pepper plants at, and give you kind of a look of what I'm talking about here. So here we have all our different types of peppers. These are all spicy peppers, and they're all different varieties. We have some habaneros, some jalapenos, we also have a ghost pepper right here with a little ghost pepper on it. Let me see if I can find that. If it didn't blow off right there, a little ghost pepper. Habaneros, ghost peppers, jalapenos. We have some Thai chilies and a few mild peppers back here. But you see how beautiful they are. Nothing's eating them. They're very hardy. Everything is flowering, bushy, nice, deep green, beautiful. You know, look, got some peppers there. Those might look like the chili peppers there. So yeah, man, I'm starting to notice with the composting, that's all I've been feeding these guys, a compost tea. I've also been using compost teas on the yard long beans. Very beautiful, doing very good job. They're climbing how they're supposed to. Also, I've been using them, and testing them on the onions we have here. This is the first time we planted onions, and they're doing a really good job. Like you can see them, they're actually growing, they're thriving, nothing's dying. It's beautiful. These were all my test subjects, along with the tomatoes, which I'm going to show you now. All right, guys, here's the tomatoes right here. I know they look kind of wonky. It's because of we had a really bad storm a few days ago, and it kind of blew everything over. You can see where I tried to kind of prop it up with the fishing line, but these guys are so heavy, you know, I got to find another way to do it. So probably tomorrow or the day after, I'm going to come out here and stake them back up. But if you look, these guys are doing beautiful. You got tomatoes. We have tomatoes everywhere. And this is the first year we've had a really good outrun with tomatoes. And these, I've been testing I'm having to give it to the compost tea, man. I think that's what's been doing it. These little guys right here, very beautiful, doing great jobs. You can see well a deer got in here, kind of ate the top, but it didn't stop him. It didn't stop him at all. Everything's doing beautiful. I'm definitely finna start incorporating this more into our full gardening. You know, I'll make a short video. So I'm thinking of I'm gonna do a compost tea tomorrow. So I might make like a little 3-minute video, kind of showing what I do, how I make it, and what goes into that. Also, I want to talk to you guys about silica. It's crazy because I just recently been turned on to silica also. So I bought a small bag of some raw silica. It's like a powder form that you mix into the water, and it's water soluble. And I've also been adding those to our plants also. And silica is really good at, it adds to the cell body of the plant, and it helps it take more in of the sun. It helps the root system more, more of a hardy root system to take in more nutrients. Like, it's a really great thing. And I think all them things, I know these are all my test subjects, and everything is thriving, doing a great job. So yeah, guys, I just want to give you that little update and kind of give you some on our nutrient schedule, because that's something we really don't talk about. Tomorrow I'll make a short, maybe 3-4 minute video on how I make the compost tea, what goes into it, how I do it, and I've learned that there's so many ways to make a compost tea. But whatever you have, all it takes is a nice hardy base of nice compost, like I said, some worm castings. And if we can, when we finally be able to get our little worms in our, try to find ways to do a little worm farming, that'd be a great way to get the castings right there, the worm poop. So yeah, guys, that'll be it for today. I appreciate you tuning in. Tune in tomorrow for the next video of the compost tea. And once again, God bless, and have a wonderful day.